It's Britney, bitch.
Well, I didn't have a Britney song. I wasn't expecting that. I could have worn my Britney shirt, but here we go. If you're listening, whoa. You not gonna back me up? Sing it back, whoa. String from your tether unwinds. Whoa,
Unwound.
whoa, up and outward to bind. Whoa, whoa, I was spinning
Spinning
free.
free.
Whoa,
Whoa.
with a
With a
sweet and,
sweet
well,
and
with a little simple sweet and numbing to me. I love that song. It's my, um, every morning before I log into work, I play that on my Alexa.
Shout out to Jimmy Eat World. Y'all got
Mm-hmm.
me through a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Y'all got me through
I love
so
him.
much. The Foo Fighters, y'all got me through some dark times. But Jimmy Eat
I
World,
love Jimmy. I am so glad he still plays it.
you got me through some great times.
They were the worst of times, and then they were the
The
best of
best of times.
times. How are you? How were your times? I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
I know. Well, before that, hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Black Girl Charmed, a Charmed rewatch podcast with two black girls. I need to finish Hopper's co-host Ray, joined by my co-host.
Cinderella, co-host now.
I get that reference. Uh,
Oh, I'm so tired.
I know, I know. It has been some time. So, Cinderella, do you have a long report or a short report?
I don't have a long report at all. So last week we didn't meet because I was vending. I did my very first vend at our farmers market, which was nice. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be going there again next weekend. I think I'm gonna do like a Christmas in July type of setup. They don't necessarily do one, but it's July. It's mid-July and it's
Yeah,
Christmassy. So I'm pull out all of my Christmassy stuff and see how that works.
people are saying that it's Halloween already. So, Christmas in July sounds right on brand.
Right, right. I mean, I still have all of my stuff. That's gonna be kooky. I think I'm about to do a little carnival
Mm-hmm.
set. So I think I'm gonna set that up this weekend too, depending on how work goes. I have been teaching myself Inkscape and turning things into SVGs. And so I think I might
Learning.
have something learning, but I think I might have something on the horizon for our podcast. I'm excited about that. I started to apply for another master's program.
I can't even say anything because I took my first LSAT class.
Okay,
And
nice. I'm so proud
yeah,
of you.
yeah. And um
How are you feeling?
it honestly I felt good. Um
Okay.
what I have learned before studying on my own prepared me for the class, and it's just I just need sometimes a classroom setting just to orient me,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
helps. It also reminds me that people are incredibly narcissistic.
Oh,
And
yeah. I mean, especially going into that field,
mm,
100%.
yeah, people are like, "You call this a hard question? Bro, it's day 1. Relax."
Yeah. I'm interested in this program because I don't have to do 30 hours or 45 hours worth of work a week.
Mhm.
It's about
Mhm.
15 hours a week. And I told my husband, I said, that's perfectly fine because I spend way more than 15 hours a week doom scrolling. So
Yeah.
it'll kind of kick my brain back into doing something. And I think it kind of merges. It would give me what I'm missing, I think, from the direction that I want to take my career in.
Mm.
I think it kind of joins that gap that I'm missing.
Mhm.
So I'm excited for that.
I feel that. I
Other
feel
than
that.
that,
Some
I have decided that I
I
am going
decided.
to I've paused my book of the month club because I have a bookshelf and a half, and that includes stacking the books on top of each other,
Mhm.
of book of the month club books that I don't read. So I am reading a book of the month club and then reading smut.
Yeah.
So I have just finished Fate Inked in Blood.
What was that?
It is such a Fate Inked in Blood.
Oh.
It is a duology. It is a Norse, I wouldn't say mythology, but it's based in Norse mythology.
Mhm.
And you know I do love me a good mythology book. And it was action packed from the moment you opened up the book to the ending. I really enjoyed it. I'm probably and this is the problem, because it is duology, I want to read it while it's still fresh, but then that would push me getting another book of the month club book off of my bookshelf.
Mhm.
So I haven't decided if I'm going to pick that up again soon. But I recommend it. I solid 5 stars, and it's a duology, and the final book is out. So take with that what you want. And I've also have started reading Losers by Harley LaRue. I've seen it all over TikTok, and the cover was pretty. I don't know if I'm going to finish it or not. Right now, it seems very childish. It starts with them in high school. So you got about 20 pages of them in high school, and then it jumps forward to her out of college.
Mhm.
And so the maturity level is really slow. I'm going to give it another maybe 2 to 3 hours worth of reading. And if this don't pick up, we done. But Reddit seems to like the book, so we'll see. Because
Yeah.
sometimes TikTok will like a book, and then I go to my trusty Reddit, and Reddit's like, this book was crap. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang in there for the long while. What have you been
Um.
up to? Oh, I finally watched the last episode of Widow's Bay. It took a
Yay!
while,
It took a
but I'm done.
while because you were attached to
It
that
did.
man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then I've been doing all of these From theories, and I want to rewatch it from season one. He doesn't want to rewatch from season one for me, so I might do it by myself.
Okay.
And then just be like,
Widow's Bay is so good. I want to rewatch it again. But staying on your reading train, I finished The Murder Wheel by Tom Mead.
oh,
Um, if you didn't listen to
did you
last
like
week.
it?
Yeah, I did. It is a locked in murder mystery set in the 1800s. It is magic and murder and lawyers. So think Now You See Me. If they had a sequel based on a murder, I mean, technically, isn't the first one, isn't the whole thing based on a murder series? Anyway, murder.
I
It's
thought it was
fun.
based on robbery
I think somebody dies. It's been so long since I've actually like dived
to
into,
watch it.
yeah,
Yeah.
into the entire thing. So, now that I've spoken it into existence, it's gonna pop up on Netflix. But now that we recommend for you or stars or whatever.
Right, right.
But I did like it. Definitely recommend it, especially if you like magic, because they actually do. It's one of those books where they show,
Magic.
yes, they show the diagram in the book, so you see how the trick is done. If you like magic, then you would definitely like Now You See Me, Now You Don't. But also, The Murder Wheel by Tom Mead. I am finishing How to Get a Life in 10 Dates by Jenny L. Howe. It's predictable, but I like the journey. So I will preface it with
Sometimes you
that.
just need a predictable journey.
Yeah, it is a book about finding love in a plus size body. Yeah.
Finding love in a hopeless place.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh,
have you read Plus Size Player?
no.
Throw that on your list, bad boy.
I might throw that on the audiobook. I want to do an audiobook and a book. Get all the books. Get all the reading done, all kinds of
I'm
ways.
trying so hard to trying so hard to keep my face straight. I don't do audiobooks. In my head,
Mm.
in my brain, they already are given voices.
Mm.
And then if you're reading something the way that I didn't take it, I don't like it. So I struggle with audiobooks.
Into TV, I watched a very specific episode of Divorce Court. It's specifically the Dorothy Marbury, Jamal Marbury, My Husband is a Dog. If your algorithms are anything like mine, you've seen this clip from an April 2007 episode where Dorothy admits to cutting off the bills in her husband's side chick's house. The girl called me and said the light was in her husband's name, the gas was in her husband's name. The next morning, her kids woke up in the dark.
What you called
Yeah.
me for? That's clearly what you wanted. So you got what you wanted. No problem.
Yeah, it's on YouTube if you wanna find it. Again, the title of the episode is My Husband is a Dog. The original air date is April 2023, um, 2007. So good. You just don't get reality TV, court TV like that anymore. I finished Mr. In Between. Season 2 was a larger
Oh,
order,
okay, okay.
which meant more opportunities to cry. Um,
Oh.
the season 2 episode had me go down a Reddit rabbit hole, which led me to the Killer Casting podcast episode with Bruce. If you watch the show, you know who Bruce is. Hollywood casting director Lisa Zambetti and TV buff Dean Laffin. It's a true crime podcast based off of casting the killers in Law& and Order or Mr. In Between or Criminal Minds, and I finished my original run rewatch. Season 3 of Mr. In Between, I just wanted my morally gray guy to get a win. Let's see. Watch Pacific Heights, another 90s banger, Michael Keaton, Melanie Griffin, Matthew Modine. Another example of why you need to listen to women and why racism is bad. Because if you had just rented to the black man, you wouldn't have had any of these fucking issues. But, you know, a white man comes around, waves a little bit of money in your face. You think he's a better option. He comes to you with a shitty story on top of a little bit of money. The black man comes to you in earnest. He's like, hey, I had a hard time. People don't want to rent to me. Please give me this house. And you're like, scam. And guess who scammed you? Michael fucking Keaton. Batman scammed you bastards. I finished The Beast in Me. I said I was going to finish it on Threads, and I did. Um, it's 8 episodes, very dark but enjoyable. If Widow's Bay is a 10, this is a 7. Um,
Okay.
I also watched Shooting Guards. It is another Netflix sports doc. A tr- it's a case of tragic masculinity in the NBA. Basically, players on the Washington Wizards are gambling on a private jet. Somebody borrows money from another guy. He wins his money back and only pays the guy back half of the money he borrowed off of him. One player is like, that's fucked up. Pay him all his money. Another player is like, mind your fucking business. They start fighting verbally. One player says, I'ma light your car on fire with you in it. The other player's like, I'ma shoot you in your good knee. The next day at practice, the dude who threatened to set this man's car on fire shows up to practice with 3 guns, leaves the guns on the guy's locker with a note that says, pick one. The man sees the note, throws one of the guns at him, and says, why would I need one of yours when I got my own? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, Javaris Crichton, who is the one who was, oh, why do I need your gun if I got my own? He is a rookie going against Gilbert Arenas, who is the franchise player of the Wizards.
Mm.
So he gets traded and gets blacklisted and ends up getting kicked out of the NBA, goes back to Atlanta, accidentally murders a woman and goes to jail. Yeah. So you see what happens when not minding your fucking business and being a man is at the front of your life? You lose your fucking NBA
Oh my God.
contract and you end up in jail.
Listen, man. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be poor no
And
more. I'm not poor. I just don't make a lot of money a lot.
and last but not least, Project Runway season 22 started. I said on Threads, there's an episode with the voice lady, and depending on who's left, it might be a skip. I love Project Runway, but just like on Scrubs, when they had Matt Rife on the episode, I fast forwarded all through his scenes. And depending on who's left in the series on Project Runway, when she is a guest judge, I might, might just I'll catch y'all in the next episode. But with that,
Previously on Project Runway.
yeah, pretty much. And with that, we are up to season 5, episode 11, The Importance of Being Phoebe. The original air date is January 12th, 2001. Krista penned this episode. Monica and Allison edited it. Derek E. Jonathan. This is his first directorial appearance. He served as an assistant director or second assistant director for 78 episodes since the season 2 premiere. Before you ask what an assistant director is, they are responsible for scheduling and coordinating and set operations. A second assistant is responsible for managing talent, background actors, and creating call sheets. So pretty much everything I do as a photo producer, minus picking the shots I get sent to the client. Derek has a total of 9 Charm credits through season 8 and 2 directorial credits overall. He went on to direct an episode of the Billy Bob Thornton drama Goliath. The guest stars this week, Elise and Daryl are back. Eric King, aka Dex, aka Sergeant Dokes from Dexter. Eric has 59 acting credits in total,
I like
including
him.
Mistresses. So Alyssa Milano really liked him. Angela Little as Kaya, she has 41 acting credits, including L.A. Noire, which also stars Brian Krause, and Rush Hour 2. Armando Valdez as Officer Garcia, 61 acting credits, including Archer and The West Wing. Stephen M. Porter as the health inspector, 76 acting credits, including Matlock, the Kathy Bates version, and Shameless. Christopher Darga as the bail bondsman, 168 acting credits, including Modern Family and also Shameless. The trivia this week. The title is based on the Oscar Wilde play, The Importance of Being Earnest. The episode begins Cole's goodbye. This is the last time Phoebe, Piper, and Leo will see Cole alive in the normal timeline. Paige will last see him in the alternative timeline in Centennial Charm. Piper meets him in the Cosmic Void in the 7-Year Witch, though he is hovering between life and death. And if you read the comics, you know that the sisters all eventually see him again. Spoiler alert, sorry. Uh, um,
Oh, I didn't know that.
um, Adding to the Prue would have loved Paige campaign. Both sisters were framed for a crime by an evil being, and both sisters put pillows under the sheets when they were escaping prison or jail. Um, in Phoebe facts, Phoebe loses her powers for the 9th time in this episode, along with Power Outage and Hell Hath No Fury. This is one of 3 episodes in which Phoebe uses her levitation power 3 times in the same episode. Um,
Damn.
the episode is one of 2 in the series that show that Leo's powers actually evolve. We saw him heal Phoebe mid-orb, and we saw in Saving Private Leo that he can regenerate. When the ghost stabs him and he pulls out the knife, and that hole heals itself. That was, hint, hint, his powers advancing. There's no
Advancing.
There's no music in this episode, so we're right into the synopses.
Because it was shut down.
No, because next week we get Michelle Branch and we need to save some money.
Okay.
Yeah. The IMDb synopsis is Cole uses non-magical legal means to manipulate the sisters into giving him ownership of the manor and access to the
Smart.
Nexus. Paige is arrested. P3 fails a health inspection and a shapeshifter replaces Phoebe. The DVD synopsis is after a kidnapping, Phoebe, Cole's scheming spells create mayhem for the remaining charmed ones as he tries to gain access to the powerful spiritual nexus in the manor. It should be under the manor because it's not in the manor, it's in the earth. It's in the earth. A demon causes Paige to be in a two-car accident while she is actively on the phone with Phoebe, who is upset about Cole in general, but also about being sued for giving bad advice. The demon who caused the accident reports to Cole, who is in a demonic strip club. We learn that he is down extremely bad, and a shape-shifting gold-digging demon has her eyes on the demonic prize. While visiting Paige in the hospital, we learn that P3 has been failing health inspections. Phoebe chooses her words poorly as she opines about wanting to perform consequence-free um, personal gain magic. Seconds after her sisters leave to fight their battles, Paige is arrested under California Vehicle Code Section 20001. Paige's arrest is a disturbing example of white privilege and illuminates Cole's ultimate goal. He wants a manor so he can access the Nexus. That way, evil will spread and infect Phoebe, and they'll live happily ever after. His plan is going well, but a case of mistaken identity causes things to speed up. The shape-shifting stalker takes her Phoebe act out of the strip club and into the manor, convincing Piper to strip Phoebe of her powers, which sucks because she's being held captive at the penthouse. Cole's plan is 90% complete when the Halliwells realize their error. Phoebe once again defeats the Woogie. Cole goes back to the strip club and kills a shape-shifting sex worker because men. Whew.
The misogyny. This is taking a dark turn.
So, where is that note? I have two possible AKAs. And depending on how you respond, that's how the episode will go. The first one is the whitest of privileges. And the second is Scandal's magical prequel. Because as we know, Monica and Allison go on to write for Scandal. And Krista is a Grey's Anatomy shawty. So this is all Shondaland, baby. This is Shondaland through and through.
I don't really like either. Let's let it flow naturally. I find that your best AKAs come from the shenanigans we get into in the episode.
That's fine and that's fair. Those are the two things that just jumped out at me immediately while watching this episode. But you're right. So in the opening,
I was thinking more of the investigation discovery of it all. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
this not...
Yeah. Well, there's a note about that.
Was it snapped couples?
There's a note about that.
Yeah.
So in the opening scene, while I'm glad to see Paige is out of the house, using her phone while driving is very jarring to see in 2026. Watching somebody actually be on the phone, being like, hey, that's
Man, I see it all the time down here. Everybody does it down here. Y'all can't plug this into your dashboard. And watch out for the light and not kill me, please.
It's such a taboo thing now to just see it. It's also California, so it's so common, but also very jarring. But
yeah,
Leo, you would hear your charge screaming. Where you at? Where is you at, sir? So Sergeant Demon Doak shimmers into the strip club and bumps into the waitress. It is a tiny moment, but it's so funny to me. Because I don't think he is comfortable in the strip club at all.
Oh no, he's looking at why are we here yet again? Aren't you supposed to be taking over the underworld? What are you doing? I do like The juxtaposition of how Cole's appearance in the episode versus his appearance at the end of the episode, because
Mhm.
he's still very messy Cole. He's wearing these suits that are very
What?
ill-fitting. His tie doesn't sit right. And I thought that was quite interesting,
Mhm.
how we're setting up the rest of the episode because his plot is very well done.
Yes.
He would have
I'm
gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a demonic strip club before.
Yeah.
It feels
I just feel like
right.
if I had a demonic stripper,
The tips.
the axe that I would put on have
Ooh.
like fire come out my boobs or something. The
Helicopter
potential
heli
is there.
Um, manipulating the law like this just feels so icky. Uh, uh,
I didn't find it as feeling icky. These girls operate in a sense of nothing can touch them. And so it
no.
was very interesting to see how he maneuvered the chessboard in a way that they weren't expecting.
Yes, but what I'm referring to is the premeditation behind manipulating the law.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Um
It felt very being black in the justice system.
yes, yes. This episode is very uncomfortable for that very reason. The misogyny and the underlying racism of America of it all was just like, this is a very good episode, but I am not comfortable in my skin right now. Um, this is an overeager dancer, and I'm mad you know her name.
Come on, Cole. Come on. Because at
You-
this point, if we are setting up the lore, if there is a demonic strip club, you cannot tell me that there is not a demonic therapist. And the misogyny of it all, the fact that you went to the strip club instead of the therapist, it shows me we have problems.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm gonna do a quick IMDb search, and see when The Sopranos released. Okay, yeah, you're right. Sopranos
Okay.
started in 1999. We're in 2001. Yeah. Where is your Dr. Melfi? Um, when Kaya turned into Phoebe, I got PTSD because insecure women of a certain ilk will claim to be your friend and then emulate you and then try to mess with your man or somebody you used to mess with. And baby, that is a game you will never ever win because you will never be me or whoever you're trying to be.
You're a demon. What is wrong with you? God.
Yeah, 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 be
I mean,
better.
I guess if you're trying to be queen of the underworld, you're going to do what it takes to secure you a spot. So, hmm.
She's definitely gold digging and Dex, which is so weird that his name is Dex and he goes on to Dexter, calls it out. I see you, girl. I see you. You not
Right.
alone.
Right. Right.
Um, 2 episodes back to back of Alyssa Milano, sexy dancing.
Yeah, I kind of deep sighed the moment she turned into Phoebe and climbed on top of him. All right. I've seen enough. Wrap this up. Alyssa Milano, especially in this era, is very sexy,
Mm-hmm.
but she gives off awkward sexy when they put her in these positions.
Because I don't think it's natural, and
Yeah, yeah.
if if I'm gonna be a hoe, I'm gonna be a hoe for me. I'm not gonna be a hoe for you, and that's what it feels like. You're forcing me to
Right,
be a hoe
right.
for you, and well, I will always celebrate a hoe, but if you're gonna force the wholeness on me, I can't hoe with my whole heart. Is she not hoeing with her whole heart? And it shows.
What was that song? Back in the day, I was a
Was a
hoe,
hoe,
and
and
I'm
I'm
admitting
admitting
it.
it. That's exactly what it is. You're
I
forced.
feel the sensuality that Paige gives off when they put her in these positions, it hits the mark. And I think she talks later on that she didn't really like being put in that position. But when Alyssa Milano does it, it gives off, I'm uncomfortable watching mom and dad get sexy.
I think it also is she's been the sex pot for 5 seasons at this
Ever.
point. Can somebody else have a chance, please? I'm tired.
Mhm. Mhm.
I wanna get off the pole. Stevie, I wanna get out the club.
Stevie!
Um, Paige is literally in a hospital bed, and Phoebe can't stand sharing the spotlight.
Yeah, what was that? Okay, so back to me now. Yeah, you're fine. You just have a concussion. You'll be fine. Let's talk about my problems. Girl,
You went from the
that
foot of
segue
the
was
bed
so bad.
you went from the foot of the bed to the head of the bed, and girl, your sister's literally in a hospital bed. Can you care for, like, 5 seconds
No,
more?
she's
Um,
alive. What's the problem?
you're right, but since the spotlight is off the page, let me mention that I'm failing health inspections at the club, since we don't care. Girl, you fine. I thought this was a real You know when, like, you get hurt at school and your mama have to leave work to come get you, and when she come, it's just a Band-Aid wound, not even a wound.
Not even like a wow, wow.
It's
Mm.
a wound that doesn't require gauze is what I'm referring to.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. 'Cause I do it all the time. Get up. You fine. It's not even bleeding. Get up. Just a little bruise.
Speaking of children who are eventually going to be, abandoned and abused. That was a horrible segue. I'm so
That was a
sorry.
horrible segue. Oh my god. And
That
what are
was
we talking about?
That baby is so annoyed with Phoebe. 'Cause,
Oh,
Piper
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, for
I
those who
told you
aren't
there's a
picking
reason why he turned out evil. I'm not surprised. Is anybody here surprised that child is evil? I'm not.
"I'm sorry, baby!" Like,
That
we
child in
already
there like, oh, I'm taking her out the first chance I get.
we already know that the baby can hear when they're whispering, so the fact that you are screaming at my stomach is very annoying, but also very cute is when Phoebe is leaving and she's kissing Piper's stomach, and Piper's like, "You're crushing me. Get off me. Get off of me." Holly does pregnant annoyance so well, and I love
Holly
it.
does a lot of things very well. She does not get her flowers the way she
Round of
should.
applause for Holly. The crying last week, the annoyed pregnant woman this week. I don't think Phoebe is beaten down. I think she's tired and making better choices as a result. This is what we want. Paige is just
Yeah.
overprotective and bored.
I think Phoebe is coming from a place where if I don't give him any attention, he'll just disappear. There's way too much things going on to have to worry about this stalker of a man. I've already told him no multiple times. And if he's
Mm,
gonna do something, he's gonna do it. So we'll deal with it when that happens. And I think it's a good spot to be in versus
mm.
where she was, say last week, where it's like, oh my God, I have to deal with this man and he's there and he's lingering. And honestly, if we really want to get technical, there's a reason why he's currently at the mental state that he's in now.
Mm. And he said it last week. In last week's episode, he directly blames her for his mental state. And also last week, we didn't get into it, but Paige, well, we got into it in the funnier way, but not into it. When Paige is talking about, oh, she keeps using her vibrator and she hasn't gone on any dates. I don't need her dating at all. She the
Yeah, I
focus.
wouldn't necessarily blame Phoebe, I don't think. I blame the other two.
Yeah, the
The
last
other
man
two
she
are
went
the
on a
reason
date
why
with
he's here.
was destined for
Oh my
death,
God.
and the man before that is currently stalking her. Let her. Do you really think it's smart for Phoebe to add another penis to this equation page? No, you are overprotective and bored. You need something to do. While we are in Cole's office, we learn that Paige has been arrested for a felony hit and run, and that makes no sense because If Paige was knocked out of the scene, how could she be charged with violating California Vehicle Code Section 2001? Paige's charges make sense because in New York, we were the only ones who prohibited using your cell phone while driving. That doesn't become a law in California until 2008. So technically, maybe because she caused an accident, but there's no real law on the books to say what she did was wrong, even though she did do something wrong. They gave her
Mhm.
that bullshit as code, but no. It should be actually California Vehicle Code Section 23123. But again, that doesn't get created until 2008. Anyway, before Piper leaves the hospital, she states that she needs to save her sole source of income. Phoebe hasn't been suspended without pay yet, so how do we know that we don't have an income coming in? Um Using the law is actually a genius idea because, to your earlier point, these women have zero survival instincts. If we're being honest, the Nexus has already spread its evil to the politicians and the police. But I know Sergeant Demon Dogs is tired of hearing about Phoebe because we are restructuring the underworld on the underworld and above. So below, so above. And you keep talking about this bitch. And I know you love her. I know that's cool. That's fine, whatever. But big picture, dog.
I
Big
just
picture.
again, it just shows here I am doing all this work as your underling, and you over here worried about this. She don't want you, bro. Man, I mean, I
Um,
guess it's a good thing that his attention always has been focused on this girl because could you imagine
if
if
he
he
had,
was
if he could use his full potential, with if he was on the limitless
right,
pill.
right.
Kaya is too breathy and needy, but her outfit way better than Phoebe's outfit in this episode.
Yeah,
The
no, definitely.
Yeah. Um and
She reminded me of, and I can't think of her name, the blonde vampire in Buffy.
Harmony.
Harmony, yes.
Dex refers to her as a Curtin demon. For those who don't know, that's just a seductress shapeshifter. Are the rats that are inhabiting P3 the same rats from that group of demons in season 4 when we first meet
I thought they
Glenn?
killed all of them. Didn't we show
Mm,
them?
I don't think we did because they
I mean,
transfigured
I'm
the same
sure
way.
like you have clans of demons, so you
Hmm.
might have killed that group, but
You didn't kill them all.
it's like angels. Yeah.
Hmm.
hmm That's
Oh,
a good callback. Good callback.
um, what do you mean neglect? You hired a manager to take on P3 in your steed. You should also be checking in with your manager.
She is pregnant and he is not doing nothing. And they trying to sit here and make sure that Cole don't take over the world. She probably only pops in when big names are coming to make sure
Mhm.
everything is fine. I
Mhm.
don't think the day-to-day aspect she's worried about this place.
I wouldn't expect her to be there day to day at all, but I would expect you to check in like once a week. Check in
She
on the
probably calls and it's like, "Hey, is everything good? Yeah, perfectly fine. We're good."
You know
And
what it
that's
is?
it.
Probably Leo tells her he's checking on the club and he don't check on the club. It's kind of and this is the immigrant portion of the podcast when you have your family home back in the country and somebody's always supposed to be checking on that house.
And
And
they
when
lived
you
in it and you don't know about it and then you're not taking care of anything until it's too late.
yeah. And, and now the government talk about you owe money on the house. I
Yeah,
was sending
yeah.
money home. Oh, God. Yeah, that's
Oh
exactly
gosh.
that's exactly what fucking Piper was doing with P3. Um, but did Paige's outfit get damaged in the accident? What the fuck are you wearing, girl?
I didn't even notice. I mean, well, they you get put in the clothes, the
No, that was her outfit.
hospital
It
gown.
just
You don't
it,
like it?
No, it wasn't a hospital gown. It was a black top with a neon green overlay, but it had a lot
I
of
don't even
holes
remember.
in it.
Okay, okay.
It was just
It just didn't
very,
like her.
yeah, it just nah.
Yeah.
Um, Given her
I
experience
didn't
as
really like any of the clothing
the
here.
fashion, right?
Yeah.
The fashion was
Beautiful
not,
gowns.
yeah. Um, Given her experience as a social worker, or at least in the social worker field, because I know somebody in the comments is gonna be like, "Well, actually, she wasn't a social worker. She quit on her first day, but she worked with social workers. She knows the system." Why would you think Daryl can make a felony suspect disappear?
I
Girl,
don't think it's more of the social aspect, it's more of the fact that
the personal?
Daryl. Yeah, it's personal. "Help me out here, please." I think it was more of a Hail Mary than anything else.
Yes, technically a demon spun you out. Girl, you were on the phone. You were on the phone. I know you say it in the hospital bed. Oh, I know better. I should know better than being on the phone while I'm driving. But the fact of the matter is, you were on the phone. If this goes to court, you were doing something wrong. You were distractedly driving. So, oh, it's a demon. It's a demon. It's a demon. 10%
Mm.
demon, 90% you.
The way she spun out, though, it
No,
wasn't like she was driving
I
fast.
know she
I mean,
wasn't driving
there's no
she
way
wasn't
to
driving
defend it.
that's what I'm saying. She wasn't driving recklessly, but you were still driving distractedly. And
But also,
yes.
how do they know that she was on the phone? They did say they were gonna manipulate the witnesses, so, yeah, I
Mhm.
guess so. Hmm.
Da 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 da. I'm glad that these ladies get their act together by the time we get to Scandal, because this portion of it is very elementary. And by the time we get to Scandal and we're finding dead hookers in the hotel room, how we handle the police and how that gets massaged is a lot cleaner and neater. But, good first draft. Um, at least looks really good in this meeting, but no
She
shade.
did.
Did you work hard to turn this newspaper around, or did you just make Phoebe your franchise player?
She did. I think keeping, because I remember at first Phoebe was just, she wasn't taking it seriously. I think she did do what she had to do, to turn the newspaper around. Phoebe falling in her lap and having really good advice
Mhm.
definitely played a good role.
Yes. And this is where Cole tipped his hand. He should have had whoever was suing Phoebe actually sue her and want her fired. So get money and fire, not just fire.
Well, he didn't want his baby girls to get hurt in the process.
But he also don't want her working, as we saw in those other episodes when they
Right, but then she would have been mad at him. She didn't want his baby to be mad at him in the long run. So I figured maybe she would just quit and then she would love me.
fair, but also if you were trying to distract the Halliwells, use
You are looking
the
at this from a woman's perspective
I'm
versus
also looking at
a
this
drunk.
as I'm looking at this as a drunk lawyer as well. Girl, I was
No, no,
looking up.
no. It's
Hey.
from a, you're thinking of it, I think, from a competent lawyer. I mean, we really ain't never seen him win no cases without the help of magic. So
You're right, Phaedra. Win the case. Yo, Cynthia Bailey, Cynthia Cheekbones Bailey, win the case. I would hate that to be me. Ugh. Daryl breaking the Paige in jail news to Piper goes from cute to disrespectful very quickly. Piper opens the
what do
door.
you
Daryl
mean?
starts talking, tells her Paige is in jail, and Piper's like, what the? And Piper's response to learning that Paige is in jail is very cute. And then Paige orbs in and is like, "Sir, you wasn't gonna help me, so I gotta help myself."
I think more of like, oh shit, you weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah,
My bad, dude. I mean, see the justice system. Dun
Yeah.
dun.
We go through all this trouble of getting him a promotion last week to then disregard it this week.
I don't know if we went through all of the trouble because they kind of really didn't care.
Well, no, remember, um, they did. Well, Piper and Phoebe didn't care because Paige was the one who said we need
Right,
to.
right.
So again,
But your promotion or me going to jail for felony murder
it is a felony murder at this point. It's
at
just hit
this
and
point.
run. It's just hit
Felony,
and run.
okay, felony hit and run.
Hmm.
How am I supposed to be a badass witch if I'm locked up on 3 nutritional meals a day?
We will get to that point.
Nutritional bread.
We will get to that point in a second. So Phoebe storming into Cole's office is proof that she is still at least a little weak in the
Oh, yeah.
knees. Girl, you know he's doing all this to get a reaction out of you. And what are you gonna do? Give him a reaction. And that's what he wants. You gotta stand up. Stand up. Sorry.
I think she didn't take her.
Own
This
advice.
should have been like classic therapy. Don't feed into the abuser. She should have been gray rocking him.
Hmm. If this was Grey's Anatomy, Meredith Grey would have ran down to her therapist's office and been like, Derek is bothering me.
It would have been nice to see. I'm telling you, it would have been nice to have this whole magical community where they had therapists. That'd
Yeah.
been cute.
Kaya, have some fucking self-respect. I know you're trying to be a gold digger. I know you're trying to be top princess, but girl, stand
Like,
up.
girl, he don't want you. This is embarrassing. This man has told you to get out my face. You I only
You
keep you
never,
around because you mildly entertain me. Girl, if you don't stand up, stab this man.
right? But
Be the toxic demon that I know that you can be. Stab him.
why couldn't Piper and Paige make a scene? Because a what the fuck was definitely needed.
Yeah. I mean, but then it was a plot point, right?
I know it's definitely
The rest of the plot couldn't have happened.
yeah, the rest of the plot could not have happened. I just feel like they should have
Because
done
it
that.
would have been in full Piper fashion, be like, really? 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 He
Piper would have,
mummified you, girl.
yeah, Piper would have yanked that shit back. When Cole kicks Kaya out of the office, I need you to put more bass in your voice. And instead of giving her a soft goodbye, give her that firm goodbye. He gives her that
It's a
goodbye.
manipulation tactic.
I know. um, Paige explaining what they saw to Leo is a really good big brother, little sister scene.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was cute.
But as
Mhm.
Paige and Piper are discussing their theories, it literally just sounds like two dummies going, exactly.
Yeah. But I think this goes to show how much goodwill Phoebe has burned with her sisters that they never gave her the benefit of the doubt either.
Which is why the next note is Phoebe would do this to you, which is exactly why you're panicking. But have the Halliwells never vented about consequence-free personal gain magic?
I've only done it before.
I feel like Phoebe's indicting statement of, oh, that's why the evil has it so good is because they can do magic without consequence wouldn't be so damning if once a week somebody goes, this is exactly why the demons have it so fucking good. I feel if it were me and you, or if we got to see more off the cuff moments between the sisters, we would see more
Mhm.
times of them talking about leaning into their eviler side because yeah, sometimes being evil makes life easier. Am I going to be
Yeah.
evil? No. But
Phoebe.
but would it make life easier? If we have a Ghost Facers episode of Charmed, that would have been the episode where we would have got all that real feelings, raw shit. Um, but look at Leo using his brain. Maybe she's using her feminine wiles to get information out of
That
him.
was
Maybe,
smart. That was
maybe
very
it's a
smart.
spell. Who knows? I still have faith in her. Why can't y'all have faith in her? Going back to the Daryl of it all. Damn, Paige, you couldn't even set an alarm for 2 p.m. I know we using flip phones, but flip phones still had alarms.
Something. Goodness. Poor Daryl. He was probably sweating bullets. Ugh. They don't care.
That's what I'm
They don't care
saying.
about that man until they need him
I really wanted Dex to
to
last.
survive.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was
I mean, I
a
understand why he did it because I mean, in a demon world, you don't make mistakes.
yeah.
I get it, but
It's
damn,
expected.
damn, he was the one. He was the one holding all of this. He was holding the whole operation down.
And if we're being honest, he didn't even give anything away, really. Oh, you trying to reconstitute the
Mm-mm.
underworld? We been knew that. That ain't nothing new. You killed that black man for nothing. For nothing, nothing.
Oh no! I was like, damn. Then when he was like, yeah, so I gave her parts. Oh, you out?
Yeah.
I had hope
Um,
for you. I had at least a 2-episode hope for you.
um, so Soda on Instagram had posted on, well, 5 days ago, Charmed 1998, season 5, episode 11. And it's literally the picture of him smiling right before he dies. And the tweet is generally the first time I've ever seen him crack a smile. And it is. Can you see that?
No.
Oh, wow. You saw it for like 2 seconds and then you went away. Whatever. I will put it in
It was,
post.
but I took it as a, "Oh shit, I fucked up" smile. Hey,
Mm,
guy, I'm
yeah. Yeah.
sorry.
Either way, we very
Yeah.
rarely see Sergeant Doak smile. um, Cole learned all those wards and charms from Duncan MacLeod Emotep last week.
That whole he was
And
like, you ain't going nowhere. I was like, damn girl.
yeah, where he went. And now the windows and the walls and sweat dripped down my fault. Sorry. Um, um already said that he killed that man for nothing. Oh, not God. Kaya. Hilarious.
What she said?
Oh, no, not God. Kaya.
Oh, okay.
Well, Cole holding Phoebe's bag is so pitiful. It's as close as he can get to actually touching her.
Yeah, that was pitiful. Oh, baby.
Not to be a party pooper, but Cole killing that woman is exactly why he was the source's right-hand man.
Damn girl, you about to die. He was like, it's not personal. Cole, it don't matter when you're dead. I think she took
And
it
it
personal.
it very well is personal. You're
Yeah.
not doing this to become leader of the underworld above and below. You're doing this for a woman, and that's personal. As personal
I
as it gets.
I think at this point, right? Like he said, you ain't want me to be good. I can't be evil. He's supposed to sit here in this state
Purgatory?
of purgatory. I think he's gonna lean into what he's been doing all this time without consequences or fear of, you know, retribution. He is the
Yeah.
baddest bitch that's ever walked the underworld.
No, I think it's also don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. Because at the end of the day, you're
I don't even think he's asking for forgiveness anymore.
no, no. What I mean is, the ends justifies the means. I'm gonna turn you
Yeah.
evil. We're gonna be together, and you're gonna forgive me. You didn't ask for this. I'm giving it to you. You're gonna be grateful for it. So,
Yeah, that's what stalkers do.
um, Piper's "I saw you" line delivery also very good. There's a
Very
couple of
good, very
lines in
good.
this episode that y'all really showed up to work today. And Piper, we all know you're lying when you say, if you're back together with Cole, it's fine. Girl, it ain't fine. It will never be fine.
Well, I think she was hoping that that would then give her the opportunity and the space to
Base.
admit what she was doing.
Yeah, I
And then
know.
she was gonna yell at her. Yeah, it's a mom thing to do.
Oh, I know. My mom would say if we came to her and said, Mom, I have something to tell you, and you have to promise not to get mad. If we came to her like that, she wouldn't get mad. And then she got mad, and now I have trust issues. um, but why can't Leo audit his charges? Why can't you just be like,
Yeah.
do whatever? Y'all are some dummies. Y'all deserve to get conned. Uh, Cole catching Kaya is unhinged but hot, and I'm ashamed of myself. Um,
Why do you think hold on, why do you think it's hot?
when Kaya goes from the manor with the knife, and it's like, poor little witch, standing over her, and Cole comes out of the shadows as a protector. What are you doing? That
Yeah,
manipulative, I'm protecting you. I know, I see what you are. I see what it is. I know what it is. It's hot, but I'm not gonna be tempted. I said I'm ashamed of myself.
tempted by the fruit of another.
Um, Piper asking Daryl to let Paige out is wild as fuck. Baby, it's murder.
I'm telling you, they do not care about the law as much as they sit here and talk about consequences and following the law. These girls don't care.
I
As
know.
long as it don't get them in trouble and their powers don't get lost, they don't care.
I know. Um, let's see. Pakaya chirping Bill Bondsman should have also been a fucking clue. Bill Bondsman. Bill Bondsman. Bill Bondsman. All right, girl. How are you
Why y'all
know?
giving up the house? Like, you know we can't give up the club because the club is shut down. Right, but you have
You still own the building.
I think I would hope you own the building. Right. Yeah, they do own the building. So what are you talking about? Get out of here.
So Black Turtleneck Cole is back.
He is fully stepping into this now. All
Mm-hmm.
right. I would be concerned.
Yeah.
But
All he
I do miss last week. So that look on him is
that
it was
it's not really
yeah.
a 5 o'clock shadow, but it isn't really. Mm, mm.
But I know he smell a beer. I know he stink. Like it's just coming out
He
his
smelled like
pores.
beer and cigarettes, and 21-year-old Ray would have been like, Coors, come here.
Desperation. Ugh.
Mm-mm. Now, Ray in her 30s,
Now he's like
if you had smelled like
now he
a good whiskey, ooh, a good, oh, and a cigar. I love a disheveled man who smells like whiskey. Not like Frank Gallagher whiskey, but whiskey on the breath.
I worry about you.
Hey, you
But
know
I feel
what?
like Turtleneck Cole is very reminiscent of the millionaire boyfriends who isn't looking for a woman until the right woman comes along, and now he's
Yeah,
gonna whisk you away. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um, surprise, dummy! It's Kaya. My neck, my back. I got your house and his crack. Sorry. Um, Cole would get pegged. Sorry. Um,
I don't
uh,
see that. Yeah, I don't see that at all.
mm,
Mm-mm.
I didn't say it was a frequent thing, but
Now I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree on that one.
you know,
So are we saying that her fighting power is because she is a charmed one?
yes,
Huh.
it's always been said. When Prue was alive, she was using telekinesis a lot of the times with her karate. So their powers are also what boosts their fighting styles. That's always been a thing.
Okay, I guess
It
so.
just it's just never been expressly said.
Right, right, right. So damn girl, you just suck altogether. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaya girl, stop pushing. You did your job. Back off. This is the point in the true crime novel, show, podcast when our victim has an opportunity to get away scot free and live her life somewhere the fuck else. But does this shawty listen? No. Um, Paige and Piper are comedy gold when they are outside on the curb. Paige is spiraling, and Piper is playing into her being a baby sister or once being a baby sister. Please stop yelling at me. I'm sorry. I didn't know, and I'm pregnant. Don't judge me. Um, I've always been turned off by the your powers line reading.
I wasn't necessarily turned off by your powers line reading. I was more turned off the fact, you know that you're fighting a charm one who now has her powers back. Why are we still doing this? Girl,
I
take
don't
the
think she,
L.
I don't think she ever respected what a charm one meant. Like,
Oh, now she's dead.
when the young hoes don't listen. A young
Is that
hoe,
the AKA?
yeah, a young hoe cautionary tale.
See,
Because,
I told you it'd come to you.
because Cole told you she your charm one. And if you don't understand, charm one's names ring bells. These demons are scared of them. And you over here being a young hoe. Oh, I would fuck about no fucking charm one. I got my eyes on the prize. I'm gonna get that man. I'm gonna get that dick. I'm gonna ride that dick to the sunset. Girl, that's an old hoe right there. Don't fuck with that old hoe. That old hoe will kill you. And
I
she
mean, she
did.
was smart. I think she went about it the right way, losing, getting them the stripper power. But once your plan failed, girl, you should have hit the road, Jack.
That's what I'm saying. It's a young hoe cautionary tale because these young hoes don't be listening to their fucking instincts. They don't listen to that gut. 'Cause they don't have no gut. They can't listen to something that they don't got.
I'm sure. I'm double
Um
sure.
um Phoebe reuniting with her sisters is actually really good. Cause guys, how did you not know it's me? I'm not mad. Well, I'm a little mad. How the fuck you ain't know it's me? I don't know how 5 seasons in we don't have some sort of
Code
tell.
word.
Yeah. Come on now. This is redonkulous. Um, Leo, how come you don't remember the Woogie? Hmm? You been stalking
Anytime you
this
say the Woogie, I be thinking he was a bugle boy. Company A. They made him a bugle, but he could not play. The captain seemed to understand. I
uh,
don't know why it's bad.
um, but
I'm listening to
the
that now.
Woogie
Maybe that's
has
all.
been a part of the house forever. You've been stalking this family for generations. You know the Woogie. Stop acting like you don't. Um, Speaking of the Woogie, you can see the moment that Hay starts winning the war in Cole in this episode. And it is very disturbing, but on brand to see. And just to paint the picture, Phoebe has defeated the Nexus, the Woogie, whatever you want to call it. Cole gets sucked into the earth. The earth spits him back
Comes
out.
back.
He drops that line, and not even the earth can hold me, which is a bar, by the way. And Phoebe goes, I thought you were dead, and I wasn't sad. I didn't feel anything, yada, yada, yada. And before he shimmers away from her, the look
That
he
look.
gives her, yeah, that look of, you just don't understand what's good for you. And,
I also felt because in his head, he's done all of this for her. He
mm-hmm,
clawed back from hell for her. And then
it's
to
be
get
unappreciated.
defeated by her and come back supposedly. And that's what you tell me, bitch. That's what you tell me. Oh, okay. I'm going to make this so that your stupid little brain understands exactly why I'm doing this for us.
This
It was scary.
this is not me excusing it or diminishing it, but I see how you simple-minded fucks get to this point because you see all these romance novels about a man doing all this great sacrifice, clawing back to life, fighting off death to be with you. And in a romance novel, that's romantic. You want that. You're reading that. You want more of that. You say that you want that in your life. And here I am literally doing it and you don't want it? Is it Ushiwali on one mic,
There's
you
a
dumb hoe?
No, there's a guy on TikTok that I saw yesterday, and he explained it, and the girl still didn't get it, and it was scary. He was like, "Say you want a man obsessed with you until I'm standing outside your door at night, watching your light flicker through your blinds, and I'm looking at your light, and your light doesn't necessarily show that you're watching Netflix, or it's not a Netflix show that we've ever watched together. And as I'm looking at the light through your blinds, I realize that that's not a Netflix show you're watching. That's a Netflix pause screen asking if you want to continue. And so I listen, and what I listen is a male voice. So now I know you're definitely not watching Netflix. You're having somebody else in this house, and I've never recognized this man's voice. So then I break into your house, and I take him out, and then I wear your skin, because that's the only way that I can get close to you is to wear your skin so that we're together forever." And the girl was like, "Oh, I would love for a man to wear your skin." And he was like, "Only one of us is surviving in this situation. And that is
Yeah,
me wearing your skin as a mask so that we can be together forever, and that I can take your innards and have them inside of me to truly show you my love. And if you're dead and you don't understand it, it doesn't matter, because now you are on top of me forever." And I was like, "Y'all are crazy. Y'all are
it
crazy." Because he's trying to explain it to you, and you guys are still like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." Like, I
you
need to
can
scroll.
see it with, Penn Badgley with You. Joe Goldberg is a stalker and a murderer. He is a serial killer, and girls are just like, I just can't wait to fuck Joe. I want his hands around my throat. Girl, this man is a murderer. He literally stalks you, gets you to fall in love with him, and then when you don't live up to his fantasy, he kills you. Literally said, I was ashamed of being attracted to Cole in this episode. And my attraction to Cole in this episode was a fraction of a fucking scene.
But that leads right into the
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 ending, how this
final
episode.
scene.
Yeah.
Right. And I think if you juxtapose it from how he was looking at Kaya at the beginning to how he's looking at her friend, you can see the dark and hatred. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Yep, turn into this bitch right now. Turn into her. Yeah.
Yeah, not even just that, how he leaves that look, the parting look he gives Phoebe, and then his final line, "That's what I want, baby." Ooh, no, no, get that demon away from me. We're not safe. We are definitely in he's going to murder you territory.
Yep, yep.
Um, get the podcast mics out. Uh, Her smile lit up a room. No, it didn't. Um, so typically we would do tweets we would make in the episode, but that's a little redundant because we do our tweaks throughout the episode. So with that being said, we are actually going to do a new segment called Messages from the Seer. Because
Okay. Okay.
um so we're gonna do a new segment called Messages from the Seer. The charm ones always ask the know nothing elders for help when it comes to drama and dilemmas. And that doesn't make any sense. So what Nell is going to do is what the charm one should have done, and is ask the cards, how the hell should they have dealt with Cole? How the hell they should have dealt with the health inspections, this lawsuit, and well, technically, you shouldn't even need to ask the cars how to deal with driving while using a handheld device. Just don't. So, how are we handling the dilemma in this week's episode? How should a young ho who wants to pay attention to cautionary tales respond?
So I'm actually using the Witch's Wisdom Tarot Guidebook. So it's not the typical Rider Waite. So it does change some things. But
Mm-hmm.
I do love this deck. It's very pretty. All right. I'll cut it one more time. And I'll let you know what the guidebook says. That is crazy. So I got Goddess of the Earth.
So, Goddess of the
So
Earth?
Yeah, so we got God's Earth, which I find is really, really funny, and I'll send you a picture so you can insert it,
Mhm.
because the Earth could not hold him. But the Earth the Earth typically refers solid ground, and
Mhm.
Goddess is more being maternal.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering, and I think yeah, it's funny because I think we actually talked about this, right? That we should have leaned more into the power of three, the code words, making sure that nothing could have broken them, making
Mhm.
sure that Akaya couldn't have easily separated them by just looking like Phoebe versus truly knowing who Phoebe is as a person,
Mhm.
and not letting no man get in between y'all. Like, he should have been taken out a while ago.
Very yes. Yes.
But also, I think Phoebe has now kind of leaned into her own power. She understands now that she needs to cut him off at the neck, and she needs to fully embody who she is
Mhm.
without Cole and without the love that they shared. So I think this is really interesting that we pulled Goddess of the Earth. Hey!
Yay. The cards are listening. With that being said, I want to say that this episode, even though it is riddled with misogyny and underlying racial tones, it is so an 8.5 out of
It
10.
is. It is.
Um, they need to lean into using the law against the Halliwells more, because these women have no survival instincts when it comes to
They were like,
magical.
what? What?
It doesn't make any sense. All this time with Daryl, all this time with Andy, all this time in the working as a social worker and learning the system, you guys just don't even have any sort of basic understanding of what it means to protect yourself against the law. And that is partially white women being white women, because you don't have something like that. And the other part of it is also because,
They're the charmed ones, right? It's
yeah.
almost like when you're wealthy and so you feel like you're above the law. So I think
Yeah.
because they're so powerful and they are the charmed ones, they feel like the law shouldn't necessarily apply to them. And they're used to Daryl getting them out of things that
It's just It's so mind-boggling to hear, "Oh, yeah, her charges went from, felony, uh, hit and run to felony murder," and your response is, "Okay, well, open up the gate so she can go home."
'cause we know she ain't do it, so what's the problem? We know that this was a
Felony
demon.
felony murder. Felony mur it it don't really get higher than felony murder.
No, no.
But yeah. Um,
Hmm. I just think that's crazy that we pulled Goddess of the Earth. That's
yeah.
so wild. Oh my.
What are you rating this episode, my love?
I think I will also rate it. I will rate it an 8.5 nexuses. And we'll prepare for Centennial Charmed.
I know, I already watched it today.
It always
Um,
makes me very sad. So
Honestly, it went by really quickly.
uh,
It's supposed to be big episode, but it went by so fast.
yeah.
So, but anyway, with that, so witches be hoes, blessed be.
Yes. And some hoes be witches or young hoes
Yo,
that get stabbed by witches.
young hoes, listen to the old hoes. They know. That's like, that's how they got old.
I'm done with
Ugh,
you.
I know. Bye, bye.
Bye.